Okay, I can help. I can help. Yeah, what are these yellow things? I don't think... I've not seen these yellow things before. Where have they come from? Oh, hello. I wonder if that's part of the rift, or is that... if this is special for this area. It might be. Oh, and yeah, I am glad that I actually put my health back up. I shall run into a statue. Yeah, so... I don't know.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly?
I point my hand at things, they go pop.
You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes. Who are you? Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Another Tevinter. Be cautious with this one.
Why do you think my shield's on my back?
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Where's Felix?
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Is something wrong with Felix?
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
And you are a Magister.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Why help us? He's not helped us yet. He's just killed demons who could have killed him. So, yeah. Did you send the note?
Are you the one who sent that note, then?
I am. Someone had to warn you after all. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
That sounds bad. That sounds bad. To get here before me?
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died.
You catch on quick.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself? Sped some things up and slowed others down? Soon...
That explains the frame rate.
And they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable. And it's unraveling the world.
So's everything else in this game, mate. This is a lot to swallow. Is a big thing. Any evidence?
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work.
So he was
What I
Rassilon.
don't understand is why he's doing it. Ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys?
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
He's right here.
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Yes, the protagonist, especially McSpecialton. Why does he want me?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
Glowy hand.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
And why are you telling me this?
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Then how do we stop him? I'm flattered. That's quite sarcastic. He doesn't scare me. He does a little bit. He's a big, scary, magical rawr. I don't know what a rawr is exactly, but that's scary, right? What on earth am I bubbling on about? How do we stop him?
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Ominous, because that's gonna happen to him, I'm sure. Why am I worried that I now have to make the decision between mages and Templars? Terror Talons. Deploy. That sounds like like the aircraft of a villain in a fairly cheesy cartoon. Deploy the Terror Talons, and so forth. Ooh, thing to read. The troubles of a Chantry scholar. As students of culture, it is important to always recognize your biases. I wear my Chantry perspective openly, for if my readers do not understand the lens through which I view the world, they cannot account for how these biases may colour my writing. Gathering accurate information is challenging in a place as vast and fragmented as Thedas. One man may go on at length about lurid dealings with a king, then refuse to provide his name or some proof of the account. Other sources may conflict wildly. Fixing travel to some of the more remote areas of the continent is nothing compared to the difficulty I've had finding contacts I can trust. I cannot tell you how many times reputable people have tried to deceive me, sometimes for personal notoriety, more often in the interest of a pet cause. Trustworthy Qunari, Dalish, and Tevinter contacts are especially scarce, and I praise those I have kept friendly. Often it is I who must earn their trust. Texts, too, can be unreliable. From extensive readings, I've determined that Andraste was a Ferelden Orlesian, pick one, who was born in every town from here to Hosberg. Ah, I see. That's the point, yeah. What little remains of elven history has been told and retold, shifted, and skewed. I bet they fought at Troy, until the tales are unrecognizable. Yeah, I think most, like Greek myth in particular, is this weird mishmash of fantastical stories and history. So, for example, on Crete, King Minos had defeated the Athenians, and he demanded tribute. I don't know if it was people. And they would often, with criminals, they would put them in a ring with a bull. And they would have to leap over the bull. And the bull was... And the prize one was owned by King Minos. And so, Minos Toros. Minotaur. Right. I have particular respect for the dwarves, for there is no other people so obsessed with recording an accurate and complete history. If only the Shapers were as open as the skies they fear. If I can be honest, the long reign of the Chantry has made the recording of reality at times a trial. Most common histories have been rewritten through the filter of my religion. Everything has meaning as it pertains to the Maker, and while this is unavoidable, it sometimes leads to conflicts between what is officially taught by the Chantry and what I have seen with my own eyes. While my belief in the Maker is absolute, only a fool would ignore the lessons we learn from other societies and religions. Take the Fade. Was it the kingdom of the Maker, as common knowledge dictates, or the realm of the Tevinter Old Gods? Few people would contest its existence, but beyond that, there is little agreement among scholars. Though there are many who would disagree with me, I have come to believe nothing is for certain. I have met too many people and encountered too many perspectives not to keep an open mind about these things, except from a lecture by Brother Genetivi at the University of Orlais, delivered shortly after the release of his seminal work, In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar. Right, okay, so, I'm doing a thing! I don't know what thing I'm doing. The Pentaghasts. Allow me to correct you on one important point, my friend. The Pentaghasts are Novara. Probably along with a lot of other things that they happen to are.
This whole business is distasteful. Perhaps we are better off pursuing the Templars instead.
I'd bet you 10 royals whatever the Templars are doing is just as weird.
We're all going to have to think about this, aren't we? I don't know what I should do. I don't know what I should pick. Bookseller. I'm not sure if that's going to be anything interesting. This is the thing, I don't... Part of me's tempted to let you guys pick, like with a vote or something, but then it's like... Then it was like, maybe I could let you advise, but then it's like, how much of that is going to be spoilery? I don't know. I'm going to be faffing around for a bit anyway.
Everything on the surface smells so wet.
It's called water. Buy and sell, what do you have? Things I can buy. Random things. I don't know. I mean, I could head to this landmark, which won't put me anywhere particularly good. I think we shall just travel back to Haven. We've got a few things to do there. And I think I can also now check everyone's weapons and inventory and stuff. Grand Enchanter Fiona is considered an anomaly among mages. She is, for instance, the only member of the Circle of Magi ever to leave due to recruitment by the Grey Wardens, and then return. The circumstances of that return are largely unknown, I'm guessing. Thinking about Anders, but he didn't return. He didn't return to any circle. He just blew up a chantry, killing innocents because that's justice. Sorry, stop it, stop it. You don't need to keep harping on about it. I don't need to. I don't. Single-handers. No, no thanks. The Shield of the Dragon. Is that one that phases through things? No, not really. Cassandra! Looking at weapons. I can give you the same shield. Or I can give you the hammer. No. Personal preference is for sword and board, as we have previously discussed. That doesn't change anything. Ooh. Gives extra willpower, but slightly less DPS. I'll give you that. Mr. Blackwall, I assume you are also... Oh, you don't even have a weapon. Yeah, you can have the hand hammer, which doesn't look particular hammery. No. Vivien. Shocking staff. Yes. It's very surprising. Solus, with your silly hat. Barrack, no new weapons. Iron Bull. So, 83 AoE damage. On a kill, the target explodes. Oh my goodness. So actually, although it looks like it's worse, it's actually better. You can't even use that because of all the extra effects. That's me again. I don't think there's... Let's head to Blackwall. Is this better? This is slightly better. You can have that one. So then we go back. Armor. And we look at helmets. So my helmet is that one. Is this one. So this one is actually slightly better. So I will steal it for myself. And heavy armor. I've got the best I can have. No, I don't like that kind of thing. And then that one's worse. Helmet? Scout hat. So that's better in both regards. So that gives me extra fire resistance. I think I'll just go with the normal helmet. Aww. Do I give you the fire resistant? I'll give you the scout hat, I think. I assume you can't have heavy. What? This makes no sense. I don't like this. I don't... Seems really weird to be able to wear these different kinds. At least to me it does. Mr. Blackwall, I assume you can wear heavy. So, there you go. And you can have the Templar helmet. The Elysian Hennin. What? Yeah, everyone can wear this one. Interesting. And it seems weird that you can wear medium armor as a mage. Melee defense. Not horrible. Cold resistance, light armor. That's worse, isn't it, armor-wise? No, that's better. You know, for wearing less. I don't know, what's the difference? Yeah, it's just covering you less. I don't know, maybe the legs are really particularly well armored. Yeah, I'll just leave that as it is. Maybe we'll find something else for you. Have a new hat. It looks really stupid. I don't like it.